Hey everybody, and welcome to what may or may not be a brand new series of videos called Danecdotes. I'll give you a moment to work out what I did there. It's like Dan and anecdotes, then you put them together. Where I will be telling you some of the crazy stories that have happened in my life that are either way too long to be in a Q&A or just deserve their own video. So in no particular order of greatness, today I am going to tell you the completely true story of my psycho French teacher. Yes, once upon a time when I was 16 and doing my GCSEs, one of the options I took was French because I thought I was good at it. I was fucking crap. And we were told that we had a new French teacher that just moved into town, who I am not going to name because the internet is serious business. We'll call him Dr. Brown. And he was fairly normal at first. And oh, how he'd remind you that it was Doctor. Hey mister, can I— It is not mister, I am Doctor, you imbecile. You know, he was obviously very proud of all these qualifications that he had. I'd say the first signs of weirdness probably started a few weeks into term when he started communicating to us with woofs and meows. Yeah, he'd say, "Now I'm going to dictate something to you, and every time I say woof, it's a comma, meow, it's a full stop, and ding dong, it's a new paragraph." Literally like, and that is the past tense of aller. Meow, ding dong. So yeah, he was a bit odd. He used to stand up and do that Michael Jackson kick spin thing and say Shazam. But you know, nothing actually strange. Until one day, when me and my friend Joe made a worrying discovery. So yes, one day he told us he had to go away for half an hour and that we should get on with our work, so naturally this was a good opportunity to look through his desk drawers. Big mistake. I mean, I don't know what we were hoping to find, you know, confiscated things, a porn DVD, but no, we found something which we couldn't even comprehend. Dog biscuits. Yes, dog biscuits. No packet. He had an entire drawer full of loose dog biscuits shaped like a bone, and broken CDs. A drawer full of dog biscuits and broken CDs. Me and my friend didn't even know what to say. I mean, we didn't laugh, we just kind of stood there, probably in the biggest state of what the holy fuck I've ever been in my life. This raised many questions. Does he have a dog? Does he eat the biscuits? Why are they just loose in the drawer? And just like, what the fuck A problem that the students had overheard the teachers talking about at the time was that all the coffee cups were mysteriously vanishing from the staff room. It didn't matter whose they were, plain ones, happy birthday cups, all the staff's mugs were literally just vanishing. And then in one French lesson, a few days after the incident, I swore that out of the corner of my eye, I could see a coffee cup hidden behind the curtain where our French teacher was sitting. So then when he left the room, we investigated, and no lie, there were literally about 20 dirty coffee mugs just hidden behind the curtain. And this was only a few days after the other incident, so we were a bit scared, like, what else was he hiding in the room? So everybody got up and had a look around, and I kid you not, hidden in the cupboard on the top shelf at the back of the classroom, behind a wad of textbooks, were more unwashed coffee mugs that had been stolen from the staff room. And in fact it turned out that behind pretty much every curtain in the room there were piles of coffee mugs that he had obviously taken from other teachers and hidden them? I don't even— But obviously, as his students, now we were a bit concerned. His behaviour was starting to be a little erratic towards the end of term. Instead of, you know, just kicking people out for talking, he started locking people in the cupboard. In fact, he once said to me, because I was singing the Arthur theme tune when I should have been working, "I'm locking you in the cupboard and you're not allowed out until you've translated that entire song into French." Which I did. Very badly. Et je parlais, hey, hey, c'est un formidable son en jeu. So the next time we were left alone, we knew we had to do some proper CSI, and I found something. It turned out that in a locked filing cabinet behind where he sat, he had his clothes in the drawers. And I'm talking full-on folded suits, underwear, socks, the whole thing, just in the classroom. And at this point we stopped asking questions. But then the crazy happened. So later that week we turn up and we're waiting outside the classroom and the head teacher's there and he tells us, Dr. Brown isn't going to be here today, so you can all go home. So we were like, oh god, what the hell has he done? Who has he killed? But I got home and it turned out on the homepage of the local newspaper, the Wokingham Times, "Runaway teacher fakes qualifications." Yeah, it turned out he wasn't much of a doctor at all, really. Probably just eBayed some printed off diplomas, and was apparently infamous for being a bit cuckoo. In our next French lesson, however, he was there. It started off with a 15-minute awkward silence, and Then he stood up and said to the class, "Right, it's time I gave you some answers." So, you know, we were all thinking, thank God he's finally going to explain the freaking dog biscuit, but, no, he sat down again and looked up and said, "I was abused as a child." Not exactly what a bunch of 16-year-olds were expecting their French teacher to say. And after that, he vanished. We never saw him again or heard anything from the teachers. Now, don't get me wrong, we loved him as a French teacher. He was hilarious and, you know, an actual pretty good teacher, but, you know, with all the chaos at the end of term and stuff, I got a C. Woo, a C. You know, it's just a C, a big C that I spent 2 years working for. I blame him. And yeah, that is the story of my psycho French teacher. But please tell me what you thought of the story, guys, and if you've ever had any weird or crazy teacher experiences or anything, then please let me know. I mean, leave a video response, or tell me the whole thing in the comments, because I'd really like to know. But before I go, I've noticed that many of you never saw my last video, called Pomber Massacre. If you haven't seen it, I will put a link to it at the end of this video and in the description, and even if you have seen it, please click on the link and refresh it like 10 times, or I will be sad. I didn't want that video to look like a fail. So after you've left a comment on this video, please go click on the link, okay? But yes, I will be seeing you all soon. Easter! Goodbye, everyone.